Hello, everybody. Welcome back. It's Creative Redundancy back again. And apparently, I'm having problems with some of the video. So there's no nice 30-second intro. That's all good. So hopefully, everyone's doing well. And let me pin that up. I'll be talking about stuff that's going on. Reconnect with you all, the people out there. See how you're doing. Hopefully, you're doing well. Hopefully, you're able to get some supplies and prepare and be proactive and be ready. I'll dive into that in a little bit here. And I'll also be talking about a little bit of on the editing part. Because you're going to see some stuff in here. I'm pretty sure I have the live chat replay on too. I know it's on during the live, but the replay of it. Hello, Linda. Hi. So I'm going to show you guys over here. Let's see here. Like this one. Oh, that seems to be working. Yeah. Oh, and don't forget this one that I have right here. I just DIY and create with Create Redundancy, right? Boom. And I have a new outro for this video. Oh, well, stream, I should say. Let me get back to my comments here. What's up, Tex? What is up? Hi. Hello to you, too. Oh, you got a surprise for me. Oh. It's like I came on just to hear about the surprise. Just charging up my phone. That's actually why it took me a little bit longer to come in. Because I had to charge up the phone to a high enough percentage. Because obviously, as soon as I start streaming, I'm going to start using battery a lot faster. Okay. Tell them I say hi too. Hi. I think I know what kind of video I should start doing and put as a video clip for Streamer. One that says hi. I should work on that. I should work on that with an emoji or something. But I'll get into that a little bit later on the editing part because when this kind of first half hour or so of the stream, I'll be talking about being ready and being proactive. So hopefully you guys are all guys and gals. You people are doing well. Hopefully you're getting your rain and sunshine. Hopefully that nice balance. I know for me here, it's raining. Well, it was. I don't think it's really raining now, but I think it stopped. Yeah, actually it stopped. Well, it's raining here, so I managed to gather some more rainwater to use. Because obviously, growing a garden, growing plants, growing crops, and all that stuff, you need that liquid water, right? You need that liquid water. Can't just have heat and sunlight the whole time. Although that is needed. And like always, because I think I actually have this as open to anyone. I'll bring this in. One of the things that I made a while back. And click on that and change it to gray. See? This is actually my green screen version of it. I made this on my own. Oops. I wasn't supposed to show that again. I made that a while ago. I actually had to remake it, but because I lost the original data on it. But this time around, I actually have it here, like on the StreamYard side, and I have a local copy and a cloud copy of it. I backed it up online now, so didn't take me too long. Get back to my comments. What's up, Blue? Hi, Nikki. Hopefully you're doing well. I should have brought this one stage prop out, but This is gonna be more of an audio podcast like stream because I'm just like literally just talking this whole time through. Hey, let's see who else is in here. Ram, how's it going? Hopefully everything's doing good out east. Hopefully you guys are getting some rain to go with that sunshine and that heat. Hey, I appreciate you taking the time to drop in, Ram. Hey, who knows, Ram? Maybe Forehaven will come in randomly on me too. I did send a few specific panel link, guest links out there, so see if they drop in. It's all good if they don't. The stream will probably be about. Well, I know I'm going for at least an hour. At least an hour. Like I said, it's cloudy here today. Just finished raining. Although, well, I shouldn't say raining, but more like fast mist or fast spitting. Late showers to a certain degree. Which is actually good because it was lingering. Let's see, it's afternoon time, probably the last, I don't know, I'd say 7 hours. So it was like that. So it was steadily falling onto the ground. So it wasn't that quick downpour or quick shower that only lingers for like, let's say 15 minutes, but more water for shorter duration at a time, but over a longer period of time. So the water can seep into the ground better. So it doesn't run off as much. So there's not many puddles out. Some of them are starting to dry out already. So, but we all need the rains. Plants, gardens, crops can't grow without it. So we all do need it. And besides, everyone gets a free car wash while it's outside, right? Win-win. Oh, thanks. I appreciate that. It's very nice of you to say so. Let me see here. What? For real, Nikki? That's sweet. Oh, nice. You can do, the wide family farm family. That's cool. Pretty sure there's gonna be videos. So I'll keep my eyes peeled on it. Cool. Appreciate it. So yes, I think before today it was been about 12 days since the last time it rained, and it rained significantly enough that the water would pool or gather, because I don't count misting or spitting on the ground and spitting as in count as rain or showers, because it's not substantial enough. Like the ground wasn't even wet, but today it's wet. Looks very nice out too. Oh, I gotta make sure my battery's charging. Hold on a sec. Lower my screen. Oh, you're going live there? Well, oh yeah. You guys should do like a live at the same time kind of deal, right? Right. Different camera, slightly different camera angle. I've seen that before. It's kind of cool seeing that because it's all you get a slightly different view. That'd be cool. That's awesome though. So I'm not sure if I can show this outside. Yeah. I'll see. Maybe I'll let it settle down a little out there before I show anything. I don't want to get the camera wet. Things are actually starting to green up out here a lot more. Not just the trees, but like, the gardening type of plants too. Been working on that. I've dropped in some sneak peeks every so often. It's looking pretty nice. I'm definitely seeing more green and less of the dirt. The dirt's getting covered with more green. I'm like, yes, yes, that's how I like it. And I got some seeds seeds slash plants going now. Yeah. Now let's see. It's what, the 6th of June right now at the time of this live stream. If you're catching this on a replay or anything, of course, I appreciate everyone coming by, everyone dropping by. Hit me up on those thumbs ups, those likes, and all that stuff. Appreciate it. But I've been planting a little bit more this year. I got a few things growing now. I'm gonna try it out. Hopefully, it'll, well, not only germinate or sprout, but actually, become a mature plant and hopefully flower or fruit in a couple months from now. There's still, let's see, like I said, it's June 6th. There's still like 11 weeks until September, so I'm trying to maximize that time. I'm like, come on. I'm seeing some of the plants come out. I'm like, ooh. So this is what it looks like when it's a baby, or when it's very small and just starting off. Some of them are like still have their per se baby leaves on them, but some of them are growing a lot more. And some of them I've actually noticed starting to grow like you can tell like the next day it's like, did this plant just get bigger? Because it feels like it just grew an inch overnight. I'm like, because it happens. But I think what'll happen is because it's rain today, it's supposed to be sunny-ish for a couple days again. So I'll probably notice more growth on the plants. Maybe some more height, bigger leaves, more leaves, and hopefully get it to grow taller. Especially the tomato plants, I need them to grow taller. I have some Charleses on them right now, and I need the leaves to reach the next level with the next metaphoric tier on that trellis, so I can, kind of get them a little bit of boost to, stand up, so to speak. And look who's in here. It's Apartment Prepper. Hi. I'm sorry. Apartment Prepper, I've been missing your live streams. I'm like, oh, I missed that last. Well, I guess it's Sunday, the previous day to this. I'm like, oh, of course. But I've been busy. And of course, I've been outside too. So going for my kind of walks and adventures, my standard scavenging type of routines that I've done, stuff like that. And of course, for anyone that's seen my last kind of, I think I named it the scavenging call or whatever. It was supposed to be a short, which didn't turn out great, but similar things to that. And there's been more since. Oh, look who's here. Hi. How are you doing, man? It's nice to see you. Buckle Basics. B.O.B. It's nice to see you. Virtual fist bump to you. Hopefully you're doing well. I can picture you right now saying hi. Hi, CR to me. I could just picture it. Oh, yeah. I know, AP. I know that was impromptu. Just like this impromptu one. I gave like half an hour notice. But whatever. I'm working on that, Nikki from Blue Farm. Because I'm trying to trim it to a certain degree, so it's like more of a not standard, but centralized type of stock. But I don't want to overdo it, though, right? Because I need it. basically the idea is to have it so it doesn't grow outward as in horizontally, but I want it to grow vertically more. I need more vertical height. So that's what I'm trying to work on. So I have pruned to a certain degree, but not extensively because there's not much on it right now. So I don't want to overdo it, but I don't want to underdo it to a certain degree. But as especially if I start seeing like the central part of the stalk, like what's that called? The sucker, not. But anyways, the central part grow higher and higher, then I will start pruning the underneath more. And besides, I want to get elevated off from the ground more. I mean, I have mulch over it, but some mulch that I put in there to keep the moisture in and stuff like that. Speaking of moisture, I guess I'm glad that it was raining. Well, showering, late showers. And like I said, it lingered around for a while, so it soaked into the ground very nicely. Managed to get out some rainwater. I think I'm up to, I don't know, at least 125 gallons. At least. I know one of my 55s are full, so working on that. Mm. Well, well, it's part of the learning experience, right? You do it time and time again. Hello, Iron Fire Horse. Hi, how are you doing? It's nice to see you, my friend. Hopefully, you're doing well out east. And just for Iron Fire Horse, I think I have something. Do I have something in there? Oh, yes, I do. Just for you. I'll put that on the screen for a little bit here. It's a static image, but obviously, I have to put it as video. Huh. I do have the loop thing on. Oh, maybe that's why it's not working. Maybe that's why it's not working. Maybe that's why it's not, my video's not working so well. But I don't. Well, anyways, I digress. Yeah, you're just having lunch. Kind of late for lunch, isn't it? Iron Farmers, isn't it like almost 5 to 5 out east right now? Whatever. A late lunch, right? A late lunch or an early supper for dinner. Uh, oh, you got 6 inches of rain. Yeah, at least you're getting some water, right? Because the water is needed on land too. You know, replenish groundwater, aquifer, underground aquifers, and all that stuff. Obviously, that's needed. And besides, as the water penetrates downwards, the roots will gradually wanna be like, the water's down here. I need to stretch my roots more, kind of deal. So I've been trying this year to not say per se water less, but water more efficiently and more effectively. Because I used to use this air thing, but uh, like what's it called? One of those watering cans that has a bunch of holes in it. I've decided to actually use this air one that just doesn't have a very small hole, so it it's more precise of when I'm watering. So probably better for the tomatoes and stuff like that. Maybe the peppers too that I have. That way I don't saturate the leaves, so I don't pour the water over the leaves, but under the leaves and around where the mulch is, where the main part of the stem of the plant is. So that's one thing I'm trying to do. But that takes practice, and I gotta, you know, just because one year was great I gotta do it next year. I'm trying to get more. How do I say? I wouldn't say practice, but more proficient at it over time. So it's more progress over time, positive progress. Because obviously, I think for anyone that's gardened, that does any gardening, there will be a time that some things just don't sprout, didn't germinate, or some weather affects your plants. So I guess that's why they always say, plant more, increase the quantity, and thin out the quality. You know, the ones that are a little bit not doing so well or something like that. So I'm open. I'm hoping. I'm crossing my fingers on it. I agree. Proficiency comes from doing things over and over. Yes. So I'm gonna share something else here. Well, as a little, well, I shouldn't say segue, but just to change the pace of this, just a tad here because I've already been talking about this for like 20 minutes. I'll get back into it. It's just to vary up the stream. I've noticed on the YouTube side now, because someone made me a channel moderator. There is actually a new. I don't know if it's on the mobile side, but when I was on my laptop at that time, when someone makes you a channel moderator now, you actually get this notification, this pop up type of notification, just on the side where the side chat would be, and it tells you all this extra stuff. I'm like, oh, okay. I never noticed that. I guess you wouldn't notice that until someone makes you a channel moderator, because it's just one of those things. I'm like, okay. So they made it so now. So when someone makes you a channel moderator, you probably know now. You don't have to be like, you don't even have to really say it, per se. Oh, yeah, you noticed that too, Iron Fires? Yeah. I was just like, oh, okay, that's cool. Does make it easier for uh, people that don't know it as well, or first timers and all that stuff. Now they go, oh, hey, I'm a channel mod, so I can do all this and blah blah blah, blah and all that stuff. So I thought that was kind of cool. Okay, just gotta make sure my battery's still going up. My battery's still going up. I gotta make sure I'm at 77% on it. And I'm trying to raise it a little before I disconnect. I mean, I could bring a battery bank out, but I don't think I need to, or I shouldn't need to, anyways. So I'm just showing it in an enclosed space right now. So we're taking a look outside. Still hearing the birds, and it's still dribbling outside a little. Yeah, couple of drips out there, still water. It's always. But let's see. Like I said, it's June 6th, and I've been noticing my plants just like covering the ground better. I'm like, woo, that's good. That's good. So, it'll cover that soil so it doesn't dry out as fast because there's something covering it. You know, yet photosynthesis, the leaves can still access the light that's available. Well, less today because it's cloudy, but there's still some. It's more like they're absorbing the water right now. And I'm growing a few things that I wouldn't say I've never grown before, but I'm growing them more this year. A friend of mine is like, "Hey, CR, do you want some seeds?" I'm like, "Okay, okay." So I figure I might as well try. At least then, even if it doesn't, mature fruit or flower or anything, at least I can see that cycle of from seed to that sprout to that beginning part. See, oh, so this is what it looks like in the beginning. See the leaves, it's baby leaves to its more mature leaves that it develops over time. And hopefully in the next 11 weeks, it'll start getting taller, bigger, and all that stuff. That'd be nice. Just reading what Iron Firehorse wrote right here. Let me pin that up. Pin. Read an article stalking about. I'm assuming talking about putting a disposable diaper in the bottom of a pond that helps overwatering and underwater. Well, that's if you have access to that. You're gonna. What's up, Matthew? That's if you have access to that. You're gonna have access to that. If you have access to that, but not everyone always has access to it. And how do you know it won't? Because you still need drainage for pots too. I don't know. I think I would just go more natural means. I would do that. I may do that diaper thing for like a potted plant or something like that. But for sure, I would not do that in the ground itself, in the garden or garden bed or in the soil itself, right? Right. Like, you can't see yourself doing that. You don't even use that garbage. You don't even use that. Oh, I would say a CR word, but you know what I mean. Excuse me. I wasn't trying to say the word. I was just clearing my throat here. Jeez, I just hear the birds chirping all day. Even when it was actually still per se lightly showering, I still saw the birds. So, because usually if it's pouring out, I won't see the birds, but a little bit of showers or something like that, or drizzle or something like that, the birds will still be out. It won't stop them. There's definitely a lot of pollen outside right now. I could just see that fluffy yellow stuff. I was, I was looking online about it. Apparently, the micron size on that is like between like 5 and 40 or something like that. So it's quite small. Not as small as biological contamination like bacteria or something like that, but it's pretty small. Because I was thinking about well, I mentioned about the rain catchment and all this stuff, rain gathering, and I'm like, well, I'm working on pre-filter. Well, that's something I have to pre-filter out is the pollen out because it sits at the top for a little bit, but sometimes it can mix in with the water, so you get that yellowish tint to it. So I've noticed. Now, if it poured, you would see less of it because it would wash it out more, but it didn't pour today, so I definitely see it a lot more because it's probably in the air, suspended in the air over time, especially if it's windy out and all the plants and flowers and all this stuff are pollinating and those dandelions and all this other stuff. So it drops out of the air because it's of the rain. But if it poured, it would wash it down more. You know, because no matter because even the roof or whatever, it's probably sticking on the top. You know. What's up, GP? Starting prepping in the house. CR, how's it going, man? Zappa! Appreciate you all taking the time to drop in. Did I miss something? Feels like I missed something in there. Yeah? Yeah. That's cool. Hmm. Maybe I'll unplug my phone for a sec. Actually, I'll take a look right here. Might be background noise, but whatever. Just taking a look. Actually, you know what? Maybe I might be able to show this. I'm gonna adjust my camera. Hold on. I'm gonna adjust my camera first. So I think I have it on the front side. Let me adjust my keys. settings there for the camera so I can actually show it. Yeah, back. Okay. Oh yeah, exactly. Iron foil. Yeah, that you see it because actually, as it dries out very quickly, it has a lot of surface area, and like I said, it's quite small on the micron scale. The only reason we actually see it is because it clumps together. So that's one of those things I've been considering about like rain catchment and filtering that rain catchment. If I go towards that, is that I don't have to deal with the pollen and that clogs up the filter over time. You get reduced water flow out. So gotta work on something, but because that's definitely gonna be a thing that's not happening. I cannot avoid that. There's no way I would avoid that. Now later on in the season, let's say in July, August, there'll be less of it. But right now, it's kind of mid late spring, I guess here. Yeah, mid late spring. That's the summer solstice is coming up in a few weeks here, 2 weeks. Or the winter solstice if you guys live down in the southern hemisphere. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, right. It would probably plug the filter because it sticks to it too. It's not water soluble generally and stuff like that. So let me just show something. I will show you guys something. Sneak peek. You guys are gonna get a sneak peek here. Okay, I don't feel it. Nah, my water catchment just dribbling little drops now. I'll show you guys something. I gotta remember. I can't remember what these are, but whatever. See, I told you. Lots of green covering the ground, the soil. Isn't that nice? And look at that. It's been raining. There's a lot of water over the place here. I'm actually trying to get the beds more to look more like this. Trying to get the garden beds to look more like it, and make sure I don't slip. I got some other things out here right now. A couple of birds chirping around and stuff like that. Yeah, let's see here. I think I can show this one. See, there's that one thing that I found, by the way. I've been using it, so yeah. It's not that tall yet. See, there's little spots in here. Oops. Hold on a second. Just plugging in my phone back into it charged. Wow, I can't believe I dropped like 5% doing that. It was at 80. Was. Let's see. I'm just reading what 95%. Oh, I see. I'm not actually quite sure. I think it's a type of lettuce. I think it is. Type of lettuce or along the lines of that. It is propagating. It is expanding a lot, as you saw in that little clip that I just showed. Oh well, preview of it. Thanks, GP. Oh, okay. No, there is some spots. I just kind of showed the kind of clumpier part. Did I just use the word clumpier? Is that a word? Well, it's a word that has CR in it, so I'm not use it. So whatever. Anyways, I'm gonna have a sip of coffee here. See, about half an hour, right? So I'll get back to this being ready and proactive. I mean, the other day when I was out, saw the gas prices again. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Temperature's not really going up that high, but the gas prices sure are. if only, if only, if only my plants would go up that high. I mean, grow that high. No, just kidding. But and there was no when I was around, there was no big deviation on the price. There might be some places, but it was pretty much showing the same numbers at different places and all that stuff. I think it's. I think we're averaging what Iron Fire Horse and I know Ren probably took off, but here in Canada, it's probably averaging around like $1.75, $1.25, $1.75 to 25 ish. So, and remember, it's only late spring. It's only late spring. We're only done. We're only done like half the year now. Yeah, half the year because it's June. Can't believe half the year's gone by already. But I better not say that. I better appreciate the value of the next 3 months. How it's still warm out, and I don't have to come out with more than a jacket. Yeah, 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 yeah. That's what I thought. $2.12. I mean, $2.12. You got it for $1.76. Nice, nice. What? Seriously, Iron Fibers? At least it was empty, right? That's like when you lose your wallet and realize, wait, there was nothing in it. That kind of deal. But still, right? Still, because losing a wallet's not cool, too, right? Or forgetting it at somewhere or at a place or at a store, let alone dropping it on the ground. Yeah. No, yeah, I know what you mean. Iron Fire Horse. Yeah. Okay. Hold on. I'm hearing something. No, I thought I was hearing something. All right. So yeah, let's see here. Yeah, yeah, I know what you mean. Iron Fire Horse. Yeah. Well, containers are useful, not just for water, but for fuel too, right? Or liquids in general, I should say, or stuff in general. Gotta be able to put it into something. Stuff like that. Speak of speak of Jerry Can. Let me unplug the phone for a sec. I check on something too. I got a Jerry Can right here. Yeah, it's still half full. Why not? Just taking a look real quick. I've been picking up so much stuff. You're gonna hear something here? Yeah. Let's just say. Let me just show this real quick. I wasn't actually planning to show this, but see, onto the closet here. Oh yeah, all the time. All these are actually, I know all these are found because I don't drink this kind. But yeah, more recovering resources. That's just a little little bit of it. I've got some more cans right here, like a lot of cans. Actually, before I took the deposit in, one of the bags felt like it was like weighing like 10 pounds. It felt like that. It felt like it was like 10 pounds. I'm like, oh wow, there's actually a substantial amount of weight in it. So I have more deposit in each bag. So the volume's not because you can only have so much volume in a bag. So I squeezed more into it. a little bit. Not totally squishing the deposit, but reducing the air inside of it. Just a little stuff like that. No, I have not done that, GP. I've not done that. I've, you know, in some of this garden space that I have and beds that I have noticed the millipedes and centipedes in the area now a little bit more. I mean, I'm not saying I haven't noticed it before, but I've noticed it a little bit more. From time to time when I'm out there and taking a look, I'm like, oh look, there's another one. Oh, there's another one. So I'm I imagine they still aerate the ground and stuff like that because obviously they're tra- transverse traveling through it. Let me plug back in my phone here. So yes, I'm gonna show something here. I do so yes, I think this I made I made I made this I've been working on some video. You know, we're going I guess I'm gonna get a little techie here, but you know, from what I've said before, and I think I think I posted it as a community post, but and such. when you go down a desktop goes when your desktop goes down, then like not even a month later, your laptop goes down. It's like yeah. I mean, I got something to use right now, but it's slower. So I've been so used to like the processing power of this laptop and this desktop. I forgot about this much slower that laptop. I'm like, so certain little things take longer for me to like finalize in terms of video or rendering and stuff like that. So I've had to explore some other avenues of making some either making the content or making something to put in as like let's say an intro, an outro, or something like that. And that's why something like this. I don't know why my thing keeps doing that. I really gotta check that. I think it's a loop thing. There's like something in there that's causing it to loop, which I don't know why it wants to do that. It keeps every so often. Hopefully, I'll be able to. I have to check because I think I have it set up as a loop. I think that's why it's doing that. All right, Iron Horse, take care, my friend. And speak of edit, here we go. Here's meow. Koopa Scat's in the house with me. How are you doing, my friend? How's Kitty? How are you guys doing out there? Hopefully, you guys are getting that nice balance of rain and sunshine and some heat. I know, because I've seen the jet stream map and stuff like that. I know it's in that 90 Fahrenheit, 30 Celsius range now itself a lot more. Generally in Canada, it's in that's between 16, maybe high 70 Fahrenheit, 16-25 degrees Celsius range during the day. Did you just write that 100%? Yeah. Oh, wait. Can't forget the meow. Yeah, see, I know it's hot. I know it's been relatively hotter or warmer out east. Because I've seen the jet stream and I've seen that 30-degree kind of weather gradient. It's a lot more out east than out west right now. But at least it's raining out west. Who knows? Maybe we'll get lucky. Maybe the weather will be much better this year. Hopefully. But that's not a guarantee. So, again, we got to be ready and proactive about it, right? plan for the worst, hope for the best. So that's what I'm working on. No, no, who pulls it now? Generally, it's been quite nice out west, relatively speaking. Like in the last this coming week and the last previous 2 weeks, it's been hovering around a seasonal normal type of average. With rain every so often, rain slash showers every so often. So, I mean, I'll take that. I'll take that. I'll take that. It's not. It hasn't even gone up above 25 here yet. That 75 Fahrenheit range yet. But obviously, this is only June. We still have July and August. So I'm expecting to see the heat next month or later in the month this month, later in the summer. But at least we're getting the rains, which is good. Like I said, we need the rains. And like I said earlier, it's likely shower today, so the water penetrated into the ground better versus a very hard, fast rain that would probably just cause uh, puddles to form and runoff, a lot more runoff. Because since the water is coming down slower, it penetrates it takes longer for it to gather together, but it starts to saturate through, absorb into the ground better. So, which is good. I'm glad too, Hooples. I'm glad too. I'm glad too. Like I said, the grass is just everything's just green. It's nice to see it. Nice to see it. Even the birds are chirping randomly outside still. They're enjoying the weather. And I gotta make sure my my phone's charging down to 68 now. But yeah. Oh yeah, you said you used Filmora before. I think I've tried that before. I don't know. I've tried other things before Friday. Speak of which, I don't know. I might have actually have to be in StreamYard settings, and I can't do it while live. There's supposed to be a. Because I showed it earlier. It's so weird because it's looping this. I've never had this, although I haven't been live for a while. I'm pretty sure I did change the. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. Still new on the StreamYard side for doing it on the phone. I'm pretty sure I have to change that back to not loop. Because for some reason it just keeps looping this 1 second. I'm seeing it on screen, and I thought it was just on, and I checked it on my laptop. I'm like, yeah, it's doing that same thing, so I now have to probably go back into it and change it out. Although I didn't do it earlier, but then sometimes it doesn't do it, but then other times it does do it, which irks me about that. I'm like, so yeah. See, like this one. See, I don't know. And here's the mouse icon coming up right there, and click, right? See, that's not. See, it's running it fine, but then I have this error one that I've. See, I made this earlier. See, this is working nicely. I don't know. I have to check on this because it's so unusual. And both of them were relatively easy to make. That second, the last one that I just showed that says DIY and create with creative redundancy, that was created with not sponsored by Canva. Trying it out. I don't have a pro account on it, but been trying it out. It's one of those free templates that you can modify out. So obviously I modified the text and the color into it, and I decided to I might start using that. It's somewhat of an intro. Let me come back to my comments here. Yeah. Well, who was it? I mean, it just depends on your style and what you want to do with the editing. I mean, like editing is one of those things. Like you have your own style. There's different ways of approaching it. There's different editors and how to go about it. There's so many out there now. I remember. See, for people that don't know, I used to run another channel before for much different from what I've been doing on this channel, but I remember some of the stuff back then. You know, there's a bit out there back then. Nowadays, it's just like there's so much more of it. I think it's because there's more broadband, so you can have cloud-based kind of, editing kind of stuff too. That's not the software's not installed on your system. However, because it's cloud-based, you can run it off your phone too, and stuff like that. Well, I've made sure I've always kept these intros as short as possible, 10 seconds. I'm not a big fan of really long intros. It's because a lot of times these intros, no offense to anyone out there, but sometimes these intros can go, if you see them enough times, you start skipping because you've seen this kind of imagery or video portion a lot of the time. And especially if it's like 30 seconds a minute and the video is like 4 or 5 minutes. That's like almost 25% of the video. And remember, everyone's always trying to get through content fast, watch as much as they can, right? Because we only have up to 24 hours in the day to watch or do stuff, minus sleep and doing other things and doing other tasks and showering and sleeping and doing your own thing and watching video and doing your own live stream and all that stuff and going for walks and standard or watering your garden or planting some seeds out there right now and sprouting something. 2 minutes is quite a long time for an intro. I mean, I know sometimes you want to do a little bit of background information or background on the video a little bit, but sometimes I try to keep those shorter, as short as possible. And can be more concise, condense the information down as much as possible, so it doesn't sound like I'm rambling like I am right now. Right? Continuously rambling. That has CR in the beginning and both of those words. Just kidding. I really gotta make sure my phone's charging. I'm down to 67. I gotta make sure it's charging. But yeah. I think this is why I've started to, it's like 10 seconds in, 10 seconds out. Try to blend it in. So the body of the video is, the majority of the time. Some people enjoy the nice intros, nice outros, but of course, not everyone. Some people are just trying to watch real fast and get the information or see what's up with whoever, right? So you don't have to gotta be quick. That attention span, right? Yeah. Not everyone has this large attention span, so you gotta concise everything in there. That's why lately I've been squeezing it down. And I'm more of that 10 seconds. Sometimes I might go longer, but that also includes like an explanation on this video or live stream, just so there's some context to the video, or a disclaimer or anything like that. Yeah, see, that's one thing I've noticed too. I'm trying to vary up the content, like an intro and outro. If you do use one, if you do want to use one, this is why I vary it up. So it's, let's say, if I was doing something about gardening, there'd be a specific version of it for that. That way, it's slightly different, but the core message of an intro or the outro that I do have will be still there. But the graphics, the video portion of it, maybe even the sounds might be slightly different. That way, it's more fine tuned. The outro and the intro and the outro are more fine tuned to the video that's displayed, whatever the content is about. You know, maybe if I'm biking or whatever, maybe I'll show a bike instead as an outro and intro. Gardening, maybe I'll show some green plants instead as an outro and intro with my core messages in there. I've been trying to do it like that. That's usually the way I do it now. And then the body of the video, well, obviously, it's whatever it's about. Yeah, I figured so much. Well, yeah, rules are guidelines. It doesn't mean everyone follows them. And just because one thing works for someone, it doesn't mean it'll work for you. Because content's different to a certain degree. Or your followers that you have, wherever it is on the video social media, right? It's just so do things that are working well with you and generally providing you kind of more consistent watch time, like that audience retention thing. Because I know for me, the beginning's always better than the end. But I purposely like to have that outro because it's what I say. It's what I say. Jeez, I gotta really make sure my phone's charging. Okay. Okay, who was okay. Yeah. But yeah, I've been messing around with some of it lately. It's kind of funny now. I can tell the stock uh video templates now when I see them on YouTube. I'm like, oh, I know where that came from. I'm pretty sure I know where this came from. I know which video editor this came from because it's a stock version of it. Like, nothing wrong with using stock images or stock video, but I like to customize it or vary it up or fine tune it for the channel itself or the content that I'm showing. Because, like I said, this is like this one right here is a right. This, let me just hide that here. You know, that's a stock thing, but change the text. So it's just my channel name. The message below that you saw is actually part of the stock video template for it when you're editing. And of course, you can get that for free. It's actually quite easy. And technically, you actually don't per se need an account, login account for it, but it does help, I find. Let me see here. Hey, it's Arc Wildman and Food Forest Permaculture. Oh, look at this. Okay. You guys, let me show. I'll show this again. Hold on. Show this again. I'll show this just because both Arc and FFP are in here. Hold on. Just because you guys are here, I'll show this again. I showed this earlier, but I'll show it again. Just because both of these people are in here. See, look, Howie. See, I got some greens growing. I'm getting some coverage of the greens here. Little spot right here, but yeah. I'm working on this bold spot here, for example. Just something I got here. So I am working on it. Like I said, it just rained. That's why the soil looks wet. It just showered a little bit. Late shower. Yeah. Yeah, it stopped. My water catchment's not even dropping any more water. Just a couple of drops now. I really gotta work on the pollen. See, I'll show you guys. Look, that's pollen water. I gotta work on that. It's a 55 gallon. That's about half. I got 2 halves full. I got a full one full. So I'm pretty sure I'm up to like maybe 100, 130, 140 gallons. And let me welcome in here because I see someone in here right here. It's Puppy. Hi, Puppy Brav. How are you doing? It's nice to see you, by the way. I guess I didn't even need to send a notification to you. Hey, I'm working on it, Howie. I'm working on it, right? I'm working on it, right? I'm trying to get something going, right? You know, I see you guys. I'm like, I get green with envy. I get inspired to do it. Just kidding. Did I miss something in it? No. Oh, look who it is. It's Rita. Hi, Rita. How are you doing? Nice to see you. You know, sometimes, Rita, I do read your comments that you put on other people's videos because sometimes you say a little, you disclose a little bit more, so it helps me get to know people too. Every so often, I will read the comments on other people's videos just because I'm like, oh, let's see what people are saying randomly, especially some of these longer like sentences or paragraphs. I'm like, oh, wow, you know. I tried to get to know you all out there, not just as a channel, but as people and what you guys want to do or like to do or and such. Sweet! Oh, you're so awesome, Howie. You're so awesome. When I say so, I meant like SOW, like you're sewing into the ground. That kind of sew. Not SEW or SO. You've been canning inside? Gardening? I can't do much of the way of gardening. Although I don't have to water, which is on the bright side. Yeah, I've been busy too. I'm trying to squeeze in some time for everyone too. Even lately, in the last couple of days, I've been off the social media for wow, not just hours, but the whole day almost. Like doing other stuff, like real world stuff. Now, obviously not today, but like yesterday, I went out for a walk for a while, for a couple hours. So today, I don't feel like walking, and besides, today is more like a stream day, especially since it rained. Right? Get that? Yeah, the ground's starting to dry. Hold on one second. Hold on one sec here. I'm gonna hide my toolbar here. Okay, there we go. Sorry, I'm trying to click. Oh, you know, ever since I've gone to like using a phone to stream, I've noticed I'm like, there's not a lot of real estate in terms of like screen room. I'm like, ugh, I always have to pinch or expand the screen. Ugh, I really do miss using a laptop or desktop for video, or for streaming. But on the bright side, I guess I'm more mobile with a phone, smartphone. So, and just so you know, it's funny. I said I was only gonna do audio. Yeah, I'm doing more video now. Go figure. Let me bring this back to the front here. I always have to pinch the screen. Let's see. So yeah, I'm here. Just so you guys can see me. I'll just put that in like an hour into the video. Oh, we get to finally see CR randomly. Yes, yes, yes. I am here. Just holding a phone. Should have brought the stand up, but whatever. You know, there's another thing that I managed to get a little while ago. Some more, let's just say, some more ways of transportation convenience outside of a vehicle or a motorized vehicle. So bikes and stuff like that. I'm trying to get. I have a supply of them, so just in case. Although I have, it's funny. I did a lot more biking in 2020 and 2021, but this year and even over the winter, I did more walking. Like I haven't even been up back on a bike for a while, but for some reason I keep walking. For some reason more or scootering. That's another thing I've noticed. Scooters, which is the CR word, by the way. I've seen them more and more lately. And actually, people actually stop and ask me. They're like, "See it?" They're like, is that an electric scooter?" I'm like, "No." But people ask. Or I was passing by someone, they're like, "Nice scooter." I'm like, "Thanks." I'm like, "Okay." So I don't know. I was never really into scooters in the past, but I managed to get my hands on one. It's one of those scooters that actually have a bigger wheel on them. Not those little short ones that have like the skateboard type versions of wheels that are like, maybe a couple inches tall. The wheels on this is like over almost a foot tall, or round. What's that called? Diameter, yes. The distance from one point across. So I gotta plug in my phone again. Let's say about an hour in. Cool, cool. Ooh. Wait a second. Maybe I will. I'll let my battery charge a little bit more. I was as high as 80%, now I'm back to 63%. I think I have to change one to settings that. Use my air part. I've ever since starting to use this phone, one thing I'm glad that I actually read and found out is that I can actually inverse the colors on this, or it's known as inverse or negative. For anyone that's done any editing or anything like that, or like a negative, or like on film 35 mil or whatever, basically it inverts the color. So white becomes black and black becomes white. Well, anyways, I can actually tone down my screen brightness and actually turn that on and still see everything. So it helps when I'm trying to charge up the device. Let me see. Whoa, whoa, whoa! I can see this here, and it's got CR in it because it says convert. You just converted one of those motorized bikes for your husband build to a trike with big basket. Use it instead of a car. The farmer's market. Oh yeah, yeah. Okay. Something you can just doesn't take too much extra time and stuff like that. It may help uh, conserve fuel to a certain degree, especially if you're not going too far. You know, let's say you're going, let's say, within a couple of miles, couple of kilometers or something like that. You could probably get by, especially if there's enough room or you can actually bring back the stuff too. I'm not saying I'm gonna bring back a whole bunch of bricks on a bicycle, but maybe if you had a car to go along with that, stuff like that. Because I've noticed that too lately. It's just like people are kind of these electrical bikes and scooters. I keep seeing them more and more now, or it seems like it. Or I keep seeing the same people riding them. So maybe. And of course, there's still vehicles out there, obviously. Probably don't see that for a while still. So. You know, you know, sometimes I'll just pick up groceries on a bicycle too, or I'll walk it or whatever, depending on what I'm picking up. Especially if it's not too far. I'm not saying I would bike like 50 miles or 50 kilometers to pick up milk, but within that kind of few kilometer, few mile range, then I'm like, yeah, I'll totally do it. Totally do it. Rain or shine. Rain or shine. I mean, I've biked in the rain. I've biked in the heat. I've biked in the snow and the cold. It's actually the snow that's always the tricky part. Cold's one of those things like you just wear more or something like that. If it's raining, you wear like water resistant, waterproof, or rain jacket or something like that, or galoshes or water boots or something like that. But if it's too hot out, you put extra water, and stuff like that. Loose fitting stuff. But snow or ice is one of those things. It's hard to traverse on that. Okay, Rita. Yeah, that's cool. I think this is why I'm starting to enjoy reading what you write, Rita. I get to know you better. You guys are a lot cooler than I thought. Like, definitely. I've read some of the comments you left for some of our channels out there. I do read every so often what people write in the comments section while I'm watching the video, and forming my own comment on the side, and just refining that what I want my comment be more concise. And watch my grammar and all that stuff. That reminds me of videos. I was watching this one video earlier. I still have to finish watching this other one. And it was funny because I was just thinking to myself, oh, I wonder if they have a water bottle in this bag. And I'm like, oh, here it is. Oh, this is why they didn't show it. Because apparently they blew the bottom out of their metal water container. I kind of said, maybe you can make a stove out of that, like a rocket stove, since it's metal. Then I'm like thinking to myself, wait a second, maybe I could actually do that with other ones that I find, or something similar. Because there's no real difference, just the shape's slightly different, but it's still round like a can. And people have made rocket stoves or hobo rocket or wood type burning stoves from cans before. So I'm like, well, stainless steel container or a metal container like a bottle, probably no difference. You probably get a little bit more height. Better than wasting it, right? Better than scrapping. Well, probably still better than scrapping it or landfilling it, but bring it back to a useful state from that currently useless state at that time. So blame grammar on autocorrect. Yes, exactly. Puppy breath. Puppy breath knows. It's like I'm like noticing these. I'm like, oh, I gotta accurately use these CR words and reconfigure my streams and videos so I show more of it. See how I just put 4 of them in there? I'm better at using them in context of the conversation. So instead of rambling or repeating myself, I just use more CR words. So it reoccurs. Get it? All the time. I'm getting my battery is going up 65. Hour 14, hour 15. Hold on a sec. I'll put the phone down for a sec. I should have brought the stand out. Just having a sip of coffee. And hopefully all you are doing well. It's nice to see everyone drop in. Isn't it? It was actually nice to see some other people drop in this time. You know how sometimes you always got those core watchers or followers that are there like that 90-95% of the time. Well, it's nice to see that are 10% come in. I guess this is why you put out videos or do live streams, so reconnect with people, out there. Okay, puppy graph. Okay. Okay. I did send a stream link out, but it's okay. It's okay. I'm used to streaming on my own anyways. I mean, I've already did grammar's here. It's just under an 8-hour stream alone before. Actually, my previous live stream that I did last month was like almost 8 hours. Although more than half that time was alone, but I did have some panel people up for a little bit and stuff for that. I just kept going on that one. It was funny. I was like, oh yeah, I'll just go for like a few hours, few hours turns into like 4, and 4 turns to 5, then 6. So I'm like, oh, I'm at that 7-hour mark. I think I ended it at 7.5. Like, I actually haven't gone longer than that yet. Not 8-hour mark. Although I know people have. I'm like, not me. I am not part of that category of people yet. Tough than that. Let me see here. Well, let me see here. Let me just change my camera layout again to show back. Make sure my battery's charging. Okay. So, you shall see something in here. Does it look exciting? Did Sierra use all these puns again? Why is he doing that? I don't know. That was just for you, puppy. Just for you. I. It wouldn't be a CR video or stream if I didn't throw one in there, toss one in there. I live puppy breath speechless. All I get is this wow kind of thing. See. I'm glad someone's paying attention. Yeah. But on a more serious note, though, yeah, this is stuff I won't. I don't want to add that in right now. It'll probably be stuff that I linger around until the fall, and I'll bury it back in the fall or something like that. Because I think, well, not only do I have enough out there, but I don't need to cover the greens with stuff like this right now. Although I do have more that I'm gathering inside too, so slowly adds more compostable and recover those kind of greens and browns resources a little bit more. Besides, gardening, I think this is why I've started to enjoy it again. And I say again, I mean again. It's because it's bringing together a few things that I like to do and represent the channel. And it does help create a better future starting today, which is in the title. And I have it tagged. So that's why I'm saying it. But, because environmentally it's sound because you're reusing or recovering the resources that don't end up in landfill or something like that. It's helping me create green stuff or plants that can yield fruit, so to speak, or vegetables in most cases. So I think that's why I do it now. Enjoy doing it. Been doing it for the last several years now. I'll probably continue on doing it because I started enjoying it. And besides, I gotta use those coffee grounds from the coffee that I drink somehow, right? I gotta use them somehow, so I figured I might as well use them for good use. Use that resource of coffee grounds a lot better. No, no, let's go. Let's go. It's all cool, Rita. Let's go. Let's go. Uh, this is where Puppy Breath says composter. Starts with a C, ends with an R. So yeah, I think in the last few years since I've done it more like this, I've noticed more results. It seems like it. It seems like it. I want to do it again next year and so forth and see, because it's one thing to have, first timers fluke. Maybe it's a fluke year, a fluke season, but if I keep seeing more repeatable uh, results time and time, then I'm more convinced about it. That that's the way to go because I've seen the progress. I've seen the progress. Because obviously, gardening changes from year to year because the amount of sunlight, rains more, storms more, high winds, and all this other stuff. I mean, like, I, well, I haven't mentioned it here on the channel. I have mentioned it on our live streams or panels or side chats or comments or whatever. See, last month in May, it actually hailed here 4 times. Technically 4 times, twice in one day, but I count that as because it stopped and started again. So I count that as one, two. Smaller than pea size, but I'm like, yeah. Because obviously something like that is not going to help your plants, especially if its pea size are greater. So that's first. I'm pretty sure I rarely ever see hail here in this area during May. Like I expect to see it in like July, August, maybe even June, but May I was like, wow. So does that represent something? I don't know. You know, I do know that it is that I don't remember seeing hail in May ever, or if I have, I haven't seen it happen this often, or it seems like it happened more often this year. But then again, I got snow in May last year, so so maybe it's one of those things. Maybe it's one of those things, right? Yes. Wait. Here's all these CR words: canner, composter. Yes. Yeah. You two are awesome. You two are awesome. I do always enjoy people engaging in the conversations as much as possible. I know some of you are listening, and I appreciate everyone dropping in or has dropped in for this live stream, catching me live for even for that 20 minutes, 5 minutes, whatever. I know, I get it, I get it. You know, things happen. I know CR's not always available to join the live streams. Sometimes I've had to miss them too. It's just the way it is. Sometimes I have other priorities I have to do. I try to make them. Maybe even drop in as often as I can. And you're watching this on a replay and still watching, well, I appreciate you dropping in. And randomly, I have to put a better segue in there. Let's just put this in. And let's scroll over with your cursor. See, it's not doing. See, it's doing this thing now again. I cannot. Oh, it's so annoying. It's not playing the video. It keeps looping this first second of it, and I keep seeing it. So I definitely gotta go back into the settings and change that out. I must have the video to loop, and this is why it's doing it. For some reason. Oh wait, it's not here. No, that's for the background music, isn't it? Let me try this again. Is this actually not show it right? Oh, see, now it's not showing right. And pull your cursor to the top right there and click and change that little CR to a bigger CR with a D at the end. I think this is actually working. I think this is where my troubles lied. Apparently in the settings, well, because it's in the bottom, it says background music, and then it says loop. I don't know. Because like I said, I have these other things that I put in here, and for some reason, well, I guess I'll check later. Hopefully that'll help. Cranium, really? Thanks. Yeah. I'm not saying I have a big cranium. Not saying that. I'm not saying that. I'm not implying that. Puppy breath. Not implying that. Side chat. People watching the replay. Not implying that. It was just said. Just because it has capital C and R in it and starts with it doesn't mean anything. Maybe I have an average size one. Although this hat's kind of tight on me. No, just kidding. Just kidding. Oh, yes. So, yeah. I managed there a couple of days. Let's see, today's Monday. Yeah, Monday, June 6th. Over the weekend. Strangely enough, I did actually more outside over the weekend than inside or real world stuff. I actually was not in for any of the streams over the weekend. I missed all of them, by the way. I know I did. I know I did. Some of them were improv too, and I still missed them by mere like 20 minutes, 30 minutes. I'm like, I always miss them when everyone goes live. And then when I'm on, it's like, oh, no one's going on live. Then I take a 2-hour break. It's like, what? Someone went live during that time. I'm like, of course. But I guess it's just the way it is. Because I was going for walks and I actually had to make some errands and all that stuff. And see what I can see out there. Take a look outside, right? What's available and stuff with it. See what's in store per se. You know. See how high the gas prices are going up. Like I said earlier. I think it's ranging between that $1.75 to $2.25 here in Canada, depending where you are in the country and how far north or south you are, stuff like that. Hold on, is it raining again? No, I thought I was hearing rain fall again. Well, I wouldn't necessarily say CR stuff, but I did do more real world stuff, outside kind of stuff, away from devices. Generally speaking, although I have. I keep thinking I'm hearing rain coming back down. I don't see it dropping. Maybe it's starting to spit again. Maybe I'll get a little bit more rain here, or a little bit more showers here. Although it seems like it stopped for now. Excuse me. So, like I said, oh yeah, hold on. I remember. Hold on a sec. No, it is. Nope, it is still spitting out here. It came back out. I have to check on this one. I barely even got any in here. Like, let's stick the. Hello. See, that's how empty the barrel is. It makes an echo. I got some other plants out here. Yeah, it is. It is. I knew it was spitting out here. I just couldn't see it through the window. But it's spitting outside. It's a bomb! Bomb 942. How's it going, man? Virtual fist bump to you, man. I could just picture you just like in that one spot. See, I'm outside right now, so I cannot send no stream link out, and I don't have the subscriber only mode on this one. So it's nice to see you, Bob. Hopefully you're doing well. So yeah, I've been thinking about reorganizing outside here a little bit more over the summer, a little bit more. Do a couple projects. There's a few things I want to do before fall, because I don't actually like to do the things during the fall or winter time out here. I'd rather do them during the spring or summer while it's warm, because I need the dexterity in my hands. Yeah, I can wear gloves, but I need the dexterity. So I'll show you. I'll show you guys. Let me get it out here. Just so just for you, puppy. Just so you guys can't say you never saw this, I will show something here. Hold on. Let me make sure. We just got to take off. Take care, Rita. It's nice to see you. Oh yeah, yeah. Well, yes. Take care, Rita. Anyways, let me make sure I got this back on the back. Yeah, back. Oh, maybe that is. I should have cleared some of the apps I have or tabs open that I had. Okay, let's see here. Hmm. Look what this says right here. Made in Sweden. I wonder what you saw here. Hmm. Yeah. Seen better days. It's not not curved, so it's triangular, so it's not gonna be able to cut as wide, but it is still useful. Something I got a while ago. Never showed. I don't even think I've shown this on the channel yet, let alone talked about it. Just something I picked up. I think I got this at a yard sale or something like that for like $2. Very useful. I'm like, yeah, $2, yeah. I'll take that for $2. I'll make that back on deposit on that same day or a day later or something like that. I'll take that. That'll be useful. And besides that is probably better than anything I can. For $2, that's probably better than I could get at like a discounted place or a dollar store type store for sure. Okay, almost forgot something. Hold on. Got something in my pocket. So yeah, that's one of the saws that I have. I don't have a shape for it or anything like that, but I've used it already. It's quite useful. So for something for $2, yeah, I'll take that. Could bring out camping or something like that if I really wanted to. I don't think I would put it in a bag per se, but it's because it's a little bit long for a bag. I'm not saying I couldn't, but it would have to be in a higher capacity type of backpack. Let's say 30 plus liters or something like that. because it's definitely going to stick out on most of the bags at the top. Unless I just, put it on the outside or on the backside. Because obviously that's not a folding saw. Yeah, exactly, right? Bob, when I was like looking at it, like, yeah. Then I went looking at it, like, oh, I know what this is. I know what this is. Right? Obviously it's used, but I'm like, I haven't sharpened up the teeth on it yet. Or something like that. But I'm like, yeah. I think I'll pick this up for $2. I mean, like I said, I'll just make it back later. At kind of $2. I'll go. I'll go find like 20 cans later, and I'll be like, yeah, I already made it back. I'm good. I'm good on that. Just like how I did that already. See, I should go back inside it. See, I did. I went to this one yard sale. See, here's the story here. Here's the story here. I did pick up something. Not done see what it is yet, because I think I still want to show it as a video. But let's just say I started to make back that kind of money on that same day. I was just like, yeah, that was worth it. That was worth it. Especially if you're making the money back in that same day after spending some. So the loss of, per se, cash, per se, or income is a little bit less because I'm boosting it back up with something. Shalom! Hello! How are you doing? How are you doing, Baba? It's nice to see you again. Hopefully you and the family, the wife, are doing well. It's nice to see you. I'm still picturing that what you got on your last video. I'm like, I should have ate before that stream, that video. I started to get hungry. I was just like, they're talking about food too. I can never get away from it. I always get hungry. This is why I don't talk about food much on this channel. Because I know the struggle of it when other people talk about it. Yeah, I was thinking about that. Yeah, put some pipe insulation so we can cover the blade and carry it. Yeah, I've been thinking about it. Because, like, yeah, I know I could just do a cardboard thing, but I want to do a little bit more than a cardboard thing. Just because basically I just need something to protect me from the teeth of it, as you saw earlier. See, puppy? See how I'm throwing those in? It's just for you. Shungam. It's nice to see you again. And I appreciate everyone dropping in. Alright, I guess I already went through that hour and a half more. That was fast, actually. Yeah. So yeah, that is just something. When was that? I think I picked that up. It's been like 30. It's got to be at least 3 years old. Yeah. I know I picked it up before 2020. It's one of the things items I had, and I used it every so often. Obviously to cut wood or something like along the lines of that. It's been very useful. Very, very useful. Among some other things I picked up relatively inexpensively, or secondhand, but has quality to it, let's just say. And besides, some of the stuff is better quality for the price than I can get at a dollar store. So I'm like, yeah, I'll do that. And I don't have to pay tax on it. Because I don't have to pay tax at a yard sale or a garage sale or something like that. Which is also good too. I also have a few other things out here that I still need to deal with. Here, I'll show something. Hold on. Let me get this out here. Apparently this bag has CR on it, but Okay. Here's an airbag right here. Supposedly, hold on a sec. Yeah, see, I should have sorry about that one. Supposedly, I haven't even opened this yet. Really? Supposedly, this is supposed to be a tent of some sort. There's an airbag I have on the side here. It's supposed to be a tent. I haven't even tried this one out yet, and I've already had it for like seems like almost 2 years. Really should set it up, but clearly I'm not done setting it up when it's raining, when I don't have to. And I got this airbag right here. I'm not even sure if it's complete. And this is not the same tent that I've shown before, because that one I did set up. That one I know it's good. I have to check on this one and see if I have like well, obviously see if there's any holes in it or something like that. Because one of my good friends, my buddy Mike, graciously gifted it to me. Also, it's used, but I need to check on it because they don't even remember how the condition of it, so I need to check on it soon. Probably maybe this week. I don't know. I need a couple days of nice weather, nice sunny weather. So I can set it up, probably air it out and stuff like that. And besides, I need to see the inside because I want to see the space in it. That's just checking on the condition of the tent, the guideline. Well, not the guidelines, but the line that's on it, the tent poles on it, and stuff like that, or rain flat. But I need to see the surface, the volume. See if it's bigger than the air tent I have, or smaller, or and such. Right now, I can't tell if it's lighter or heavier. It's more or less the same. Yeah, yeah. I figure I covered that with tents. Yeah, so it's something I gotta go into eventually. Eventually, though I've been putting it off because I know I can't remember, was it last year? I can't remember if it was last year or the year before, but it's been a while. I've just been sitting out here. I really, and besides, yeah, yeah, because I need to check on it anyways. I mean, it's not like I see there's not like a big smell that's coming from it, so pretty sure it's not moldy or anything like that, but it's probably just, dusted off, right? And besides, I don't want to bring this out camping without actually trying it out first, because that would not be a good, sensible being ready and proactive. Bringing out a tent that I haven't even tried or set up at least once or checked on it, because that's assuming a lot there, right? Because no one wants to go camping or have to use it and roll. It's like, hey, there's a big rip in it, CR. There's a big. Where's the tent fly? Where's the fly for this, CR? Where's this? Where's the pole and all that stuff? Because the tent's not much of a shelter without, the poles and the rain fly. Like, I guess you can improvise like a tarp or whatever, but because you take all this time to bring it out, try to set it up, and you realize you're missing something. That's not the way to go. Like usually on my campouts or whatever, we were always trying the stuff out beforehand. At least the tents, something like that. Because so they're in a working condition, a workable condition, or that they're not actually set up, be able to set them up. Oh yeah, it is right. Yeah, it's starting to spit faster outside again. So getting light showers right now. So unfortunately, I cannot chill anything back outside for a little bit. I don't want to get the camera too wet because I'm pretty sure. I think it's just spitting. No, it's spitting. No, it's spitting fast. It's that kind of. It's not quite like light shower, but it's spitting or drizzling fast. Like I'm trying to describe the water right now. But at least this water is going to soak into the ground a lot easier, I think, over time because it's pouring. It's the precipitation's coming down over time. Instead of being like that 30 minute window where it comes down really fast, this is spread out over like all day or something like that. Oh, look who it is. I was like rambling so much I forgot to pay attention to my side chat. Sorry. Yes, I see where I see someone pays attention to me. Oh, I wonder who that is. And let me welcome in Sassy Gal. Hi, Sassy Gal. How are you doing? How are you doing? It's nice to see you. Virtual wave. I live out west. Moondog. Hold on. Make sure my battery's charging. 71%. Uh, cool. Hopefully it's nice out there for you right now. Hopefully you're getting not only rain but sunshine too. Now getting that balance. Because I say to people, it can't always be sunny out every single day in the summer. You do need times where it needs to rain, right? Now, hopefully, it rains one. Like if it rained one day for every week, that'd probably be pretty good, generally speaking. But then again, you don't want it raining like five couple days straight with overcast all week because you're not getting that sun or heat either. So it's all that balance of getting sunlight, some heat, and some water and some air for the plants. All right. Okay, so as I remember here, it's June 6th. Last year in July, just after Canada Day, was that big heat wave, the heat dome, as we all call it here in Canada. Right? So that's why I'm making sure that I gather the rainwater. And see, one thing I realized for the amount of rainwater I can gather here, for what I have, the containers and all that stuff, it was not enough for that time period during the heat dome last year here in Canada. That actually covered about 25% of the land area here in Canada. There was more. I actually still have the screenshot of that from Environment Canada showing that map of the warnings. It stretched from all the way from the Pacific all the way out east into Ontario, and everywhere in between, pretty much. It was like because I did some math on it in terms of not surface area, but area that the provinces take up, right? And I did some math and then started to add that, then divide that by the total area of Canada. And I'm like, wow, that was 25% at least, and that was for seemed like over 2 weeks. So because the rainwater I have, depending how much or little I use for it or for other reasons, I can get up to 12 days out. And that's using that. Now, this does not include for consuming uses. Okay? That's a different thing, right? Consuming that, 1 gallon per day or whatever. This is for other reasons, like watering or something like that. But I just realized, I'm like, wow, I thought I had a lot of water, but I'm like, no, this ain't as much as I think, especially in the heat of the sun and where I'm watering and using it. I'm like, oh, that wasn't quite enough. It wasn't quite enough. So I'm working towards to expand it. It'd be nice if I could double that. I could stretch. Well, obviously, if I double that, then I could probably stretch it to 3 weeks versus 12 days. But I also realize I actually have to store it too. I actually have to have room or space to put it. Especially if I want to put in something a lot bigger in time. Because clearly I don't have one of those IBC 250-gallon totes, that are clear or something like that. My buddy's got one. My buddy showed me one before. I'm like, oh yeah, those are heavy. Those are definitely heavy once they're full. Because my buddy had to use one before and fill it up, and we were just there and filling it up. I'm like, we're waiting like 10 minutes for it to fill. It seemed like 10 minutes to fill it up. It is heavy. Because he put it on the back of his truck. You just see, I'm like, yeah, the truck's lower. That's how much weight's in the back. Yeah, the weather's good there. I I am what I am. Preparedness is just another form of creating for me, or being ready, or being proactive. And some of the things I want to do or need to do anyways was like water. I say I gather the rainwater for the plants, and I store water for having coffee. That's my reasoning for it. It just happens that I could use it for other things. Actually, Van City, ECP, both of them. I met them when the situation was happening. Yeah, there's other things. I mean, I didn't realize I was going to do 20 questions on this live stream, but whatever. No, I talk to Van City ever so often. Usually it's her though. Usually, I mean, I made a nice coffee, infinity coffee for her to use, icon to use for one of her streams and stuff like that. She mentions it every so often during her streams, so you can see that icon over there. Something I just whipped up. Moondog, I will say you will find out which. I don't take a side. I just take a position. I if you see some of the things I've done reused, there are certain things you will see that reoccur in this. Even from some of my first year, first time type of videos where I'm showing certain little things. Some of that stuff, it just slowly increased and increased. And apparently I'm hearing things in the sky. Yeah, that's cool. Mm. I didn't want to get into this deep conversation on this, but I've been thinking about doing a video or a live stream of this specific topic. And you will see that, yeah, I've been thinking about it. I even talked to Van City about this before, but we'll see. We'll see. But this is not, I won't go into the great detail for this stream because this is actually more kind of reconnect with you people out there. I guess I am sharing a few things or stories or things every so often and such. But like my channel banner says, and like the description says, and what I have pinned on top. Well, no, I don't have it pinned on top. You know, I do things that I do, and I hopefully try to create something better starting today, or in this case, create a better future starting today, as it says in my description right now, which also says it on my channel banner. Okay, back to the bottom again. So yeah, I mean, I do what I do here. I'm definitely not one of those eco minimalists. Not quite. I would not say that. I know I'm not at that point. However, there's things that I do, or do recover, or do reuse because it's what I do. Because I've done it before. And for anyone that's seen any of my some of my previous videos where I'm doing the scavenging or the reusing, you will see that content in there. You will see that it's very apparent in there. Just like my last pouch video, my last scavenging haul video, and some of these other things, you will see that. You will see that out there. You will see that. I do. I have multiple reasons for doing a lot of it, but it's not always for equal 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 minimalism or friendly, but sometimes it's for general preparedness, and sometimes it's for, you know, we should show this here. Yeah, from trash to treasure. Yeah, hold on. I gotta keep changing my camera from front to. Oh no, it's still on the back. Let me just show this here. None of the label. Hold on. None of these are no sponsorship or anything. These are all found by me. All the labels are trademarked to their copyright holders and all this other stuff. But like I said, I'm not saying that this is what I do, but I have multiple reasons for doing something like this. Right? Right? And most of these, not all of them at times, I saved them from being landfilled. I say most of these I've saved from being landfilled, or they're out in the environment outside kind of deal on the landscape, right? So instead of throwing them in the garbage, which is not what I want to do, I do two things. I get deposited on them, and they get recycled or reused, especially since it's aluminum cans, as you saw there. They'll get reused. And aluminum, because it's a pure element, can be sustained for a while too, unlike something like plastic, which when you recycle it or whatever, it gets down cycled. Technically. I'm just gonna put that on the screen right there while I read everything else. Well, I'll won't say much about that Moondog, personally. Yeah, I remember that. Baba. I remember that. I still remember that. I do have one subscriber, and she does these hauls every so often. And yes, Sweet Pea, I do see you in there. Hello. And just because Sweet Pea's in here, you don't see something. I will show something, but you have to wait a moment. Just for you, Sweet Pea, if you stick long enough, you'll see this. Oh wow. Oh, okay. Because I'm trying to get through a bunch of conversation here. It's nice to see you, by the way. You know what? Why not? You guys are gonna get lucky. Some Sweet Peas in here. Oh, it's not raining out here. I just have to show this. Just for you, Sweet Pea. I'll show this example here. Let's see who knows what this is. Yeah. Hey, Sweet Pea, do you know what this is? I think you know what this is. I think some of you know what this is. I know Ginger Ninja knows what this is. I know what you know what this is. Should I show? Maybe you could tell about the leaf formation on that. Show that real quick. So you guys are getting sneak peeks. Sneak peeks today with CR. I do appreciate everyone dropping in. This one time, 2 hour. Okay. But let me come back to what Bob was talking about, and I want to talk about that a little bit, I guess. Let me just, yeah. Come on. Yeah, it is eco-friendly. Yeah. You reuse tires? Okay. Speaking of reused tires, I remember seeing this video about, I forget which country that was, but I know it was on the African continent. But they reused tires to make sandals, or those things. I was like, yeah, that's cool. That's cool. I thought that was a cool idea. That's just like in preparedness, bushcrafting, survival community to a certain degree. People know about. Let me just show an example here. These things, inner tubes, right? AKA Ranger Band, blah blah blah. Right? You just cut them. That's a form of reusing. Maybe single use reusing, but it is a form of reusing. So, because that's what I do. Obviously, if you have bicycles or whatever, that happens in time. So, and those inner tubes are useful. I do know that. I do know that there is stuff you can actually do with that kind of stuff. So it's a good resource to reuse. Hmm. Well, Mundo, I do what you can. I do what I can here. I do what I can here. Oh, we'll see. Well, I guess we'll see. Well, Sweet Pea, I guess you'll see. I guess you'll see. I guess you'll see once it actually like develops more. I'll just be like I'll just put that in as a segue to it later. And the inner tubes, like I said, it's for ranger bands most of the time. But I have been able to use this for our stuff. Like I'm not even. Let me just. Oh, anyway, I can't get it out. It's stuck in there right now. But I have used them for grip, right? Rubber has for a texture or tactile feel to it, right? So I've used that for that kind of stuff. I've even I've actually started to use it for one thing that I've never seen anyone do. Not saying that no one does it, but I've never seen anyone do. But that's for a later video or live stream because that's something I'm still working on and trying it out over time and see how well it works. You'll keep watching. Woo! That's sweet. No, it's actually because I haven't said it yet. I need to leave some. Hey, sneak peeks every so often. You pay attention to enough, you'll get the whole picture over time. Make sure my battery's still charging. Yeah. Jeez, 2 hours went by fast. I'm like, how long should I go for this live stream? I'm like, maybe an hour and a half. And I'm like, 2 hours later, I'm still at it. I'm not sure how long I'll go. I do know I do need to take care of a few things though. But because I'm the stream. People keep coming by. I'm like, I'll keep it going for a little bit. Give me an excuse to show a few things and talk about a few things. Share a few things, like I said. Reconnect with you people out there. You know, for people that have seen your face or heard your voice, I hear or see your face saying these words that you say in side chat. It's just one of those things. It's just one of those things. Where you see this this text that says, "Hi, how are you?" And you can picture or hear someone, that person saying it, or picture them saying it. It's that kind of thing because it's a little bit more memorable or easier to remember. Yeah, I'm boring too. I'm boring too. I'm boring too. Like I'm just rambling on and on and on and on and on and on. The only reason I even have something to talk about is because the side chat right now. Because you people. I could talk about something else, man. I'll leave that on the back burner. Let me see what you ready here. Well, I'm crazy. I'm crazy too, a moondog with a CR in it, like a fox. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. By the way, I'm just kidding. I just wanted to throw that in. I'm just kidding. I was not. I wasn't trying to be serious there. Hmm. I've seen a few of them, but I'm like, you're not. I'm not dumb. I'm not dumb, right? Or they live down in the south more, or something like that. So it's a totally different geography, or terrain, or climate, or growing season. It's totally different. Now, obviously, there's certain little things that are like, core aspects of survival, I guess, right? Because you need some sort of cover or shelter. That includes clothing and all this other stuff. A vehicle, house, tent, blah blah blah. It's all shelter related, but and of course the standard hydrate up with like water, and also you need calories and stuff to energize yourself with. So you can keep moving. Yeah, me too, sweet pea. Yeah, yeah, that's me, that's me. Oh, well, I don't think I'm gonna get into deep into that conversation right now. I do have my own. I've said this before on their live streams or other people's live streams sometimes. I don't I don't fit in on a lot of things. I am who I am. I am who I am. I guess this stream will be more on the R side for a CR than the C side, as you see. But this is why. This is why I had to channelize this name in the first place. At first, I didn't know what I was actually doing, get myself into, but I'm like, as I went on and on, I'm like, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. That was kind of something I was thinking that when I was making it. I'm like, oh yeah, that was starting to make sense more to me. Where I'm like, oh yeah, yeah, sense. I just put the phone down. I gotta make sure my phone's charging. You yam who you yam. I've never heard that saying before. Oh, puppy breath. You yam who you yam. I don't even. What's a yam? I don't yam about. I don't know yam about it. Just kidding. Oh yes, yes, yeah. Wait. Wait, that puppy breath rolled there. Is that our way of saying it? Just kidding. Just kidding. Just kidding. So yeah, I mean, people are who they are. I am who I am too. Certain aspects of me are from earlier parts of my life. People. Now reusing all, the multiple R's. Hmm. This is why I decided to choose a name, a channel name that has an R in it. Yet I wanted something more open, so I can still talk about it here on this channel without having to open up a new channel just because, right? Hi, Moose Cow. Hi. How are you doing? It's nice to see you again. I could just picture you just waving and it's like, hi, CR. And I'm like, hi, Moose Cow's Corner. Do you appreciate everyone taking the time to drop by? Oh, just because you guys are here. Hey, did I mention that I made this like a couple of days ago? Oh, like last week or something like that. An intro that I let's see. Oh yeah, see. How come we see? I don't know. Why is it still doing that thing? Oh, that's so annoying. I never had this trouble with the video portion when I was using OBS. Ugh. I got, unless I start sharing the video on the phone, but I need the video on the phone. So it's so annoying. It includes something like this one. See, this one's going well, or and such. That one's working well. I don't know about. You're joyful. Yay! Joyful. Joy. Cool. Seems like I got 6 in the house right now. I appreciate you all dropping by. And apparently I'm attracting a female audience this time a little more. It's all cool. It's all cool. So, just because, let's see it. No. Well, I wasn't specifically talking to you, Moondog. I know, I know. I've had male audience in here too. It just seems like right now. Just seems like right now. I mean, I got Sweet Pea, Puppy, now I got Moose Cow in here. Not just you, but Sassy was in here too. Got some other people in here too. Just because, see, just because you guys see Moose Cow. Make sure. See. There's a glimpse of it. There's a glimpse of this. Ooh, right? Oh, look who it is. I, I speak of males and just like it's like a male call. It's Corey. What's up? Yeah. Let me just Corey from Woodcraft. I guess that's got Yarnage. What is up, man? How's it going, Corey? Nice to see you again. Jeez, I really got to catch up. But maybe I should put the swim on. If I knew better. Moondog, we'll see. We'll see about that. Then he's got time and stuff like that. Thanks, puppy. Yeah. Musco, it doesn't have an M in it anymore. By the way, I say I gotta always not say it now. I was so used to saying it. That's why. That's why I'm like, oh yes, I gotta adapt to my what I'm saying here. And speaking of adapt, that's something I keep forgetting I have that as a tag. Yeah, it's adapting, right? Right now it's the time to adapt, right? I know some things out there or whatever. I mean, I've seen channels out there that usually they've been about the gear and stuff like that. I'm like, not sure which direction to go in. I'm like, well, you're going to have to start adapting to the situation better. Do what you can. Yeah, that's cool to hear, Corey. That's cool. you know, Corey, I'm just picturing those board games that you have right now. I'm just picturing that right now. I still remember that video. I think you had them in a closet or something like that. Those board games. If for the sake of entertainment or pass by the time. I remember that. I kind of put something together like that myself with the games I liked and stuff like that. Cards. You know, something crazy like that. Yeah, or a game like that. I like cards. Cards. See, cards are one of those things I've I've done. You know, doing the bridge with cards and stuff like that. I learned that when I was like 8. I mimicked what my uncle did. I saw my uncle doing it, then I practiced it. I slowly just got better at it. Then within time now, I don't have the cards out here, but I can do the bridge in the air. I don't even need a surface to do the bridge on for shuffling and stuff like that. I think this is why all my friends are like, every time we play card games, I'm always the one that always has to shovel. Why do I always have to shovel? Because you're good at it, CR. But you guys can do it too. But not as good as you, CR. I'm like, oh, I've never done with this. I always don't have to shuffle. I always have to shuffle. Then I'm always like, wait, guys and gals, I gotta look at my cards. I just handed all your cards out. Now I gotta look at my cards. Hold on. Right. All right. So, a little something right there. Take care, Sweet Pea. It was very nice to see you. Take care. I just read that. And it's just like 250. Okay. I gotta definitely roll D20 here a little bit more and try to increase the D and D. No, I mean the board games. Never mind. That was never mind. I never mind. That sounded funnier in my head. Hmm. Okay, puppy ref. Feels like I missed part of the chat. Yeah. Let's see what you got here. You got. Let's see. You have vegetable seeds that are approaching the figure's life, so I can get the value you want to plant them. You know what? Um, I actually got graciously got gifted from a friend, so I'm good right now. I'm good right now. See, people have asked to send me seeds before, and I said no because I actually want to do the legwork myself. You know, it's like I don't want to be. I'd rather learn how to fish. That metaphor, I'd rather learn how to fish than be given 1,000 fish or for whatever that metaphor is. I always lose the wording on it, but that kind of thing. And besides, the seeds I get from here, it would say if I plant a tomato and it seeds and I get the seeds from them, the seeds are probably going to be a little bit more hardy for this type of garden, this growing season or growing zone, because the seeds were made from this area. Maybe they might be more climatized for this area. Hopefully, right? So I do appreciate it though. I know other people have too. Other people have asked me. I do appreciate it. It's because I want to be able to do it here, be able to source locally too, connect with people too, right? Because I didn't realize someone else was. It just happened. I was just talking to them and they're like about seats, and the next thing I know, we're talking about seats for like the next 30 minutes, and they're bringing out their seat collection, and they graciously handed me some of their duplicates, ones that they could spare. I'm like, yeah. So I appreciate that. It gives me a chance to not only grow them, but make that connection in there with them and share a bond in terms of what you can see. I mean, see what I did there, puppy. I threw that in just for you, so you could see it. I mean, see it. Mm. Well, Muscal, you're gonna have to wait for a video on that. You promise some year? Just do it. Just do it. Even if you don't go all the way, you got the learning experience of doing it, right? Like even if you don't get all the way to from a seed to flowering or back to a seed again, see the development of it. So you might learn, oh, hey, maybe in this container or whatever, I need to add more water or less water, or maybe I need to add mulch around it. Maybe I need to prune better, or stake it up so it starts traveling vertically more, so it has some support until the main stalk of said plant gets stronger or wider. Because for me, it's been a great learning experience. Just realizing I'm like, and just seeing it grow, right? And speak of seeing it grow, you can do one of these right here and bring your cursor up right there and change that to capital CR. I'm just saying that ends with a D. See my segue for that? It was green. It was green, so I could bring it out. Water the lake and make it grow too if you like. Take care, Moondog. Thanks for dropping in. I appreciate your feedback and your comments on this. I appreciate it. Yeah. Look at that part. I didn't realize I was over on the chat. Yeah, there's nothing more local than your own backyard, right? Or two yards over or something like that. Yeah, 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 yeah. You saw that coming, I guess. Well, because it allows you, especially you learn more. So, and because you're learning this beforehand, like gardening, what if it really came down to it, you've learned these experiences already or the knowledge beforehand, so you can apply it right away. See, I remember doing the was that on that? I forget if I was on that panel. Anyways, one of my other subscribers here on the channel did a live stream talking about gardening and some of the channels out there, not saying which ones or whatever, because I don't even know which ones, but saying, oh, you should save your seeds. You shouldn't be doing them right now. You should be waiting until later, until the SHDF really happens or the ship kind of situation really happens. And I'm like, I think that was the first time I heard that, or seen anything about that. I'm like, how's that even make sense? I'm like, how do you gain experience without doing it? Or gain knowledge without doing it? That's like, it's like, maybe as a metaphor or as an analogy, it's like, oh yeah, have all these bikes, but don't learn how to bike with them. I don't know how to bike, and you have bikes and you never use them. You know, I'm not getting into like the maintenance and fixing of the gear system, the transmission, the tires, fixing the flat on it, or adjusting the tension on for the brakes and stuff like that. That steel wire that goes on side for the brakes, right, and stuff like that. But gardening is one of those things where I'm like, I am so gonna decide to do it way beforehand, because not only do you have developed ways of knowing how to harvest the seeds, but you get to continue that cycle, that circular. That has two CRs in it, by the way. I like that word, circular. I really do like that word, circular, because it's got double CR in it. It's like one of the only words I think that has two sets of CRs in it. But and circular, right? And remember, see, Moondog asked me about this eco-friendly stuff. Well, circular, right? And you know that cycle of it, and you can see it with your own eyes, and kind of add that to your knowledge bank or experience bank, where you're like, oh, so this is what it looks like when said seed starts off. So you know what it looks like now. Maybe you documented video, pictures, whatever, and then it starts to add into your knowledge bank, which you can also start saying it to other people and stuff like that. And you can see the growth of it. And, like tomatoes or whatever, you learn how to prune them. You're like, oh, hey, if I put some mulch, it actually helps. Okay. I did that last year. It helped. I'll do it again this year, where you have repeatable results. Yeah, repeatable results. Yeah. Well, speaking of gardening, I talk about gardening, and now I have heart of the gardening. How are you doing? How are you doing, by the way? It's nice to see you. Thanks for dropping in. So, yes. So this is why I've been doing it a lot more. There's certain little aspects of it that are like, not only does it fit here in the channel, but I also like my personal interest in it a lot more. So it means that it's enjoyable. Per se, I know it's still work, but it's enjoyable fun. It's enjoyable fun work, let's just say, where I get to learn about it on my own and apply it to here in this growing zone. When someone grows in zone 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever, 4, it's a little different from here. This is zone between 3 and 4, give or take. So I ain't growing bananas here, but I can sure grow some onions and some other things, some tomatoes. So I'll do what I can. Yeah, sweet, Corey. That's awesome, man. I could just hear him saying this right now. He's like on the device typing it or typing on his keyboard. I could just hear him saying that. You build 2 raised beds this year? Yeah, they're going to. Yeah, they were growing in the ground and didn't do so well. So they try raised beds instead. Okay. Well, do what you can, right? Do what you can. Go propagate that stuff, right? Go propagate it. And if you guys like, if you haven't already, you can propagate that lake too. See the nice segue right there? That was a nice segue. Getting better at those. Getting better at those. Where am I at? 2.5? And we'll see if I go to the 3 hour mark. I don't know. Although my battery is charging more. I have to let my battery charge a little bit more so I can actually have some time out there. Because I'm actually. No, stop spitting outside so it's not actually raining. What's funny? I actually was going to actually show it as a video, what I was been showing. Then I'm like, maybe I'll just show it for real, or like real time. I was too lazy to like re-render and change the video format to upload to StreamYard here. And apparently, I seem to be having issues with it anyway. So I guess it was better that I streamed it out per se live. So you guys can every so often get a quick glimpse of it. Every so often. Speak of which. since I have more time here. Hold on, I'll show you guys something. Like these? I wonder what these are. Well, I've shown them already. You just don't recognize them because they haven't flowered yet. Oh, and let's not forget these. Ooh, is that nice? Yeah, yeah, I'm glad it's not. See, it's still spitting out here. Yeah, hello. Nice little glimpse on that. Oh, no wonder. Because my display's all brightness is all the way up. So there's a sneak peek in there. Yeah, you guys are getting a sneak peek. That's why it's way later in the video in this live stream. Very short. Because I'm still planning to do an actual video on it. So, but a quick sneak peek on it. There are some other things, but I'll let you guys find that out later on when I show it. Oh, thanks, Puppy Brad. That's very nice of you to say so. So yeah, I mean, this gardening stuff is one of those things that I'm starting to get. What's the best way? I'm gonna say getting used to it, but I'm applying and adapting things into it by doing. Because I don't, you're not, I'm not gonna learn how to garden by watching videos. I have to do it for here with the resources that I have. Because I'm not growing a banana tree or something like that, so I'm not watching a banana tree video so much. But it's like something about tomatoes. I'm like, okay, maybe I'll take a look, right? You know, and try to apply knowledge or the knowledge to what I can do here, and hopefully develop that skill and experience a little bit more for what I can do, right? And I'm still learning too. Right? I'm still learning about it too. Because like I said, someone gifted me some seeds, like I said, some duplicates and stuff like that. And one of the things we said was like, you know, we're all our parents and stuff like that. They did it their way, right? Well, we gotta learn it our way, right? Not saying their way's wrong or what, or our way's right, or vice versa, but we have to start learning the experience of it too, develop our own knowledge of it, or our own experience of it, what we've seen and stuff like that. Start adapting the knowledge or adapting to a new generation, I guess. Like, does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. I think, yeah, yeah. That is what I want to say. So I'm probably, let's see, 2:33. I'll probably not go for another 10-ish minutes, everyone. Probably till like that 2:45 mark here. About 12 minutes. 11 minutes. Yeah, 11 minutes, give or take. So I do appreciate everyone dropping in. Because I'm starting to repeat myself a lot. That's why. I think this is why I'm ending the stream soon. So I do appreciate everyone taking the time to drop in and checking out a few of these things that I've shown and all this stuff. You know, let's see. Oh, I'm just gonna leave that. I'm just gonna leave that on the screen for the next like 10 minutes here, because that's what I have on my banner right now. Create a better future starting today. Oh, wait. I mean, she wants to create a better future that she started today. That's what she's saying. That's what she said, or wrote, or typed. Never. Um, Sierra, you're taking a whole more. Like, yeah, okay. Stop. Just stop. Yeah, that's all. I appreciate it, Corey. I appreciate it, man. I, s- I do remember the things from the past, though. I do. I do. Like I said, because you guys are more than just a channel name to me. You guys are people, right? What? I don't see all the videos, or I don't catch all the videos or all the live streams out there. Yeah, but the ones I do catch, I do try to remember now, because there's, where it'd be like, hey, look, remembering Corey's games to monopolize my time. Yeah, I just said that or something like that. No, because sometimes I'm like, oh, hey, I want to try that out, or maybe I should make something like that too. And then I started to do something like that too, and I have, now I have like, well, I've always had cards, but now I've started to add a little bit more into it. Like, let's say, like a crib board or something like that. Oh yeah, I had CR in it. I think that's. I want to, I would like a crib board that has CR. That'd be awesome. Come on, that's gotta exist. I mean, a crib board that has CR. It feels like that's just a natural evolution of that. I gotta get one. Maybe. maybe I could practice up that kind of wood crafting kind of stuff. Hmm. Anyways, anyways. I'm not. I wasn't planning to talk about creating too much in this. This is more the R side of the channel, as you can tell. I still remember you, man. Tell the wife I say hi and all that good stuff. I still, I still remember. I think one of the last videos that reminds me of that other video that that you showed that $20 bag or whatever, that orange bag. It was I'm pretty sure it was orange. Yeah, yeah. I still remember that. I have my own opinions on that, but I digress right now until another video, because I probably could talk like a whole hour about that. But no, I don't want to bring it into this stream. This was supposed to be a little bit more laid back for me, not us, because this stream was more about not just little show and tell or sneak peeks, but you, the people. And I put in some editing somewhere in there, right? Because right now we all need to start adapting our way of thinking, not only our way of thinking, but the way we're doing stuff. Because clearly changes upon us, and people or organisms or creatures or animals that adapt tend to do better or be able to propagate later. It's just it's an evolution thing. So we as humans might not be able to evolve our bodies anymore per se, but we can still evolve our minds, adapt our minds, the knowledge out there and stuff like that. Right. I'm trying to place in a placeholder for like the next like. I only did it for 5 minutes. I still have like another like 6 minutes. I said quarter two. I mean not quarter two, but 2:45 on the counter. I got like 5 minutes. I should have just said like till the 2:40 minute mark. I had 2 hour 40 minute mark, but whatever. I'll just ramble for the last 5 minutes here. Or I could. Oh, wait. I always remember. Let me take the time to thank everyone that came by here, which I can't see all the way. Right. How far can I go back on the chat? I can't go back on the chat that far. I know lots of people came by. Not only Puppy, Woodcraft, Guardian Prepping, Moose Scales, Corner, Sid's Piece, Sassy Gal Prepping, Moondog, Bugabee 6, Baba came by, See, I'm trying to actually remember it without actually looking at it. See, I'm trying to. Can I actually reconnect with people? But I actually remember what they actually came by. All right, and I can't forget Bob 942. And I feel like I should. Oh boy, I guess 2 hours went by a lot. And everyone else. Not only that, my channel moderators, I appreciate you dropping in, helping me keep the chat productive and constructive. Yes, constructive. I love that word too. Yes, 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 puppy. I like that word, constructive, and not just because it has CR in it. That's because it's another word for creating, right? That has CR in it too. You know, yeah, that's cool. Jack Oslander. I'm like ending the stream in like 4 minutes here. I appreciate you taking the time to drop in. I wasn't planning to go longer, and I probably don't need to. I actually need to take care of things. Uh, all right, all right, all right, all right, all right, all right, all right. I will give you guys one option. Only because Oslander and T2, the Time from Heritage channels here. Give me one on the screen right now in the side chat if you want me to go a little bit longer. I'll go a little bit longer just because T2 and Oslander are here. I just because I'll go an extra 15 minutes, but you guys got to give me some indication. Take care and puppy. Well, it's nice to see you, T2. Well, okay, never mind. Forget what I said because it seems like everyone is slipping out anyway. Wow. Okay, Moose Gal. You're the only one that said one though. Maybe I'll go a few extra minutes. I'll go a few extra minutes just because it's my channel anyways. I can change the time of the ending. But I know okay, I'll extend it until the 3 hour mark at most. I'm not gonna go longer than 3 hours. Because this was not supposed to be a huge preparedness topic for this one. That's why it says be ready and proactive. Preparedness is just there, right? It's nice to see you. And besides, it'll it'll give you some of you people some time to connect in with me and reinforce that subscription feed in, right? Because you're watching the content. Oh, I have to put that on the screen. All right, Musca. All right. I said I'm reconnecting with people. I guess I'll give a little bit more time for it. A little bit more time with it. I guess my coffee's not that empty yet. I guess I still have a little bit. I gotta pick me up still. No, it's all cool, T2. Like I said, I can picture you actually saying these words. You're probably sitting down in that run room. Maybe you're sitting down in that car or outside or dessert spot. I've seen you. I can picture you saying these words. Because I know, because my friends will look at me weird every time because I'll be like listening to the live stream and I'll actually say bye, even though I'm not on a mic or anything. It's because it's just a thing I do now. Yeah. It's just like those virtual fist bumps and stuff like that, you know? Because it's the act of doing it. It's the, all right. Because in the real world, if I saw you people, I would actually be like waving or virtual fist bumps too, right? Just because we're in this virtual environment doesn't mean I can't do that. A virtual wave, a virtual fist bump, or actually say bye or whatever, right? In the real world, I would do it too. So just because we're in a virtual environment doesn't mean I don't want to or I can't do it either. But yeah, things are doing okay. T2 VR fist. Yeah, virtual fist bumps. Yeah, things are doing so. Not with an O, but with an EW and OW. That's so. And one's always like, "You're doing so CR? Oh, okay, that's it. It's supposed to be a good thing. What? How's it so a good thing? Because I mean, SEW and SOW, not SOSO. Oh, see, context of the conversation. You would understand it more in text because you see it spelled. You're not hearing me say these sound like what's that called? Homonym words, right? That sound the same, but have different meanings. Yeah, right there, right? You know what? Hold on. Let me change my camera back to this front side. Hold on. Just because for you, T2. Virtual fist bump. Hi. See? Just for you two. Just for you guys. Take care, Corey. Nice to see you. On the Wi-Fi, say hi. Hope to see you again. Back here. Yeah. Now I'm starting to understand why people go longer on their live streams at times. Because people keep dropping in and I don't wanna leave yet. I can't leave. T2 kid just came in. I can't just leave him. I barely even get to talk to him. But since he made some time and some of you made some time, I'm gonna make some time for you guys and gals in return. For a little bit more. I don't want to ramble though, but then again, whatever. Just because. How many times have I shown this now? This will be the 4th time I've shown this now. Just because. Just because. It's because of rain. A little bit of rain out here. Let's see. Some more plants. Some more plants. I know, right? I know. I know. Never know who will drop in, right? And like I said, I've shown this already. I've shown this how many times? No, this will be like the 5th time, I swear. See? Look here, Brian. See? I'm working on it. I'm trying to get this green film going. I'm not trying to hitchhike here. This means something else, by the way. That means something else, by the way. So I'm trying to develop a bit, all right, for the growing area that I live in. I know you guys and gals live more south than me in latitude, so like zone like 4, 5, 6 kind of deal. So I'm trying to do what I can do here. You didn't hear me do this. T2. What? Well, hopefully. No. Oh, am I growing? There's some. I know I got tomatoes and well, see, I don't want to jinx it because okay, let's just say I got the onions in there right now. I know that is good. Because I don't want to jinx anything else yet because they haven't matured yet. Because it doesn't matter how good I grow something if it doesn't fruit or give me seeds, or it doesn't like let's say add nitrogen to the ground or uh, condition the ground. Eh, it doesn't matter how much work I put into it. I don't see the end result, but hopefully I'll see the end result on it. Hopefully I'll see the end result on it. Really, Moscow? I just showed it. That would be the if I showed it again. I showed the spot again. It'll be like the sixth time that I showed it. And the only reason I've been showing it is because people keep coming in, so you guys get the sneak peek on it. Ooh, yeah. My battery's at 80%. That's good. That means I can, I mean, I got some other stuff, and I got a few other little things, but I'm working on for myself here. Right now, like the temperature is like 10, probably 10 Cel. Well, probably not right now, but earlier when it was still raining, it's probably in the low 50s for you guys in the US, which is probably most of you. And for Auslander here, that's about like 10, 11 Celsius for the rest of us. No, I'm not saying it's not like that, Oz, but sometimes I'll linger them around. But what I'm saying is like in terms of propagating, I'm trying to propagate a little bit more and trying to increase that kind of greenness overall. I've failed before at propagating, transplanting, or something else from like a smaller container to a bigger container, or transplanting it to a different bed. Yeah, some things I'm like, well, that didn't work. I don't know why. Whatever, maybe even though I was trying to be careful about the roots and all this sort of stuff, trying to transplant not during the heat of the day and so much when it's cooler out, or in the evenings or early mornings before midday sun and stuff like that, the hottest part of the day, and stuff like that. Because I learned that lesson too. Don't transplant during the hottest part of the day. Try to avoid that. Try to do it in the shade. You know, because obviously the roots become exposed, right, and stuff like that. And trying to keep the dirt around the roots and stuff like that when I'm transplanting. I'm just learning by experience. Like literally, I'm just learning this by just doing it. Maybe I do read, look, or see things about it in time, but ultimately, I actually have to do it myself. Right? You guys can show me hundreds and hundreds of videos and stuff like that. You guys could even be here in person, but that doesn't. But at the end of the day, I'm the one that has to do it here on a regular basis. So I got to put in that dirt time, right? It's almost, T2. That's almost like going out with your bag, right? That's the same thing. And no, I'm not wearing a bag right now. Okay, I'm not wearing a bag. I've already shown videos, live streams me doing that and stuff like that. But it's that kind of same thing, right? Getting the dirt time, getting used to the gear or growing it here. Walking walking the steps outside, or walking the steps towards growing something from seed to something sprouting or germinating to something more mature, then flowering or fruiting, then seeding again, then continuing that circular cycle again. Oh, okay. Okay, T2. Come on, collect. Yeah, scoring birds. Okay. Well, yeah, Auslander, I know that. The summer winter solstice is coming up soon, right? 2 weeks from now. Just over 2 weeks from now. Yeah, what? Whatever there, Moose guy. Oh, you blinked and you missed the footage. You can. I'm pretty sure. I thought I had the DVR function on this stream. You can rewind. Catch the replay, Moose cow. Hmm. Yeah, exactly. No, you be lucky if it's just that, like, but it's not always that kind of luck. All right. Sometimes you gotta actively, metaphorically baby it a little bit more, so it actually give enough, TLC as they say, for it to get going. I think it's once it's in that more mature state, then it tends to be easier to maintain. Because it's more resilient. I think it's this one state that I see where it's germinated already. It's already lost its baby leaves, but it's in that kind of adolescent type of state or something like that, where you're just like, if something falls on it, it's not gonna make it, kind of deal. Or if it's a heavy downpour, the leaves are gonna drop right down to the ground. For tomatoes, that's probably not good. But for something that's more established, that's like several feet high, the bottom leaves are like already like 2 feet above the ground. So hard rain is probably not to be as severe, but because the leaves won't touch the ground, so you won't have that chance of blight or something like that. And besides T2 and everyone else, the germination is a various. It's a it varies the germination time. Sometimes because you look at the packaging and stuff like that, or you look online and stuff like that, you see it. Oh, this takes 7 to 14 days. Well, that's an average. You might get lucky and be like, hey, it did it in that on day 6 or day 5. You might be like, oh, it's day 15. Oh, now it did it. So, and then there's other times where about just putting the seeds in the ground. Well, sometimes seeds don't germinate, because even on the packaging it says a germination type of rate on average, whatever it is, 85%, 90%, or whatever, right? That's why you got a lot of seeds, right? You increase the quantity of it, so you increase your odds of it, right? Because for me this year, for the tomato seeds, it was like, I don't know. It seems like it really does seem like it was a 50%. Not in terms of just germination rate, but actually like getting it going all the way from a seed. Especially when you don't have like per se fancy equipment, right? Where equipment can give you that kind of extra boost in there to make up for lack of skill. But then again, skill makes equipment or gear work better, in my opinion. Whatever there, Scout, you didn't know replay was a thing. Whatever. Yeah, I think I've heard about this. It's that, yeah. You think it was Arizona in the U.S. who started planting trees and shrubs, etc. along along its streets, shrubs, and average temperature. Yeah, I've heard about this. I've heard about this class. I remember that video now, or seen videos about that. It was some sort of regenerative. Did I say that word? Regenerative. Geez. I don't use that word enough. Regenerative agricultural thing, right? It's well, any urban area with a bunch of buildings like cement and all that stuff, it's a big heat sink for heat. So it cool, right? Because it cement and buildings and brick absorbs solar thermal energy from the sun. a lot more and radiate it out. So having plants around kind of can cool it down a little because you're putting that energy into photosynthesis a lot more into the greenness of the plant, the leaves and all that stuff more to help it grow. So no, yeah, exactly, T2, right? You gotta have the skills to make that gear work. As what? I mean, see, I guess in the survival bushcraft community, I guess it's always that the knife. I mean, or a cutting tool, right? Well, that's if things like it has to be sharpened. Dull knife, now hard to work with, more dangerous because you have to push harder, and so you don't. Since you have to push harder, you don't have as much control, and then blah blah blah. Skills like feather sticks, if you want a baton, if you're into that or something like that, right? Makes something like a cutting tool, like a knife, work that much better. And the knowledge of cut away from you whenever possible, right? Stuff like that. Yep. And the knowledge of learning what to do if you do cut yourself, right? Right. Apply pressure. You know. Unfortunately, I've done that accidentally. It happens. I guess it does. One of those things that it does happen even to the best of us at time to time, right? Because we're tired or not paying attention. It was like, oops, right? So yeah, I learned those lessons too the hard way by actually experiencing them. Where I'm like, Cedar, what are you doing? Why is your hand on your head? Because I cut myself. I'm trying to raise it above my heart rate and apply pressure. Oh, okay, Cedar. Okay, I get it. Right? I've done that before. I was holding my head above my head, above my heart for like a good like 10, 15 minutes. I'm just like, what happened? What happened to CR? Oh, he cut his hand. He's just applying pressure and I'm raising it above his heart to decrease the blood flow in it. I went, oh, okay. I mean, I remember this one time I cut the back of my index index finger. Right, that's bad. But I actually had to keep my finger straight for a while. Not because like a broken finger or anything like that where you actually need to splint. It's because I just knew that if I bend my finger, it's just gonna open up that kind of wound more or cut more. So I held my finger straight for 3 days straight. You know how annoying that is? Trying to actively not bend it, especially without a splint, and actively with only a bandage around it and trying not to bend it. Yeah, but after the 3 days, I was good again because it allowed the skin to reconnect substantially enough, and then I could bend it without, opening the cut more. So, and a natural means of taking care of carbon. Yeah, exactly, right. Remember, carbon is needed to make carbohydrates. Not just because it has CR in it, and I'm not just talking about it because it has CR in it, but it's actually needed. All right, sugars are made with carbon, right? Whatever, from glucose to whatever, right? C6H, blah blah blah, blah blah blah, right? It's all needed. Yeah, because I was wondering, I've been reading more about this, and I'm just like, oh, okay. So I've been trying to apply things I see or hear about and to what I have here as much as possible. I think this is why I just planted the seeds anyways, or just put them in the ground anyways. I'm like, well, even if they don't go all the way, it might help. What put some carbon in the ground, or and stuff like that. Maybe a little bit of shade for some other plants or something like that. So stuff like that. Yeah, 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 yeah. You know what? I said I was only go for like 5 minutes, then I'm like 3 hour mark, then it's already like 5 minutes about over the 3 hour mark, and I'm still here, and you guys are still talking, and I feel like I'm okay, and it's like quarter to the top of the hour here. Oh, sheesh. I think I know. I think. Oh my! And all right, everyone. 5 minutes. Okay, 5 more minutes for sure. 5 more minutes. Last 5 minutes of the stream, because I think I do need to. I actually need to, anyways. So 5 more minutes. 5 minute warning. Hmm. Well, that word that you air quoted in there does have CR in it, by the way. But uh, I'm really glad that I randomly impromptu did this live stream now, because honestly, that gave me a chance to reconnect with some of you out there. And I know some of you haven't seen me in a while, or always catch me at the end, and I'm like, okay, extra 20 minutes for you two, or something like that. And some other people, it's just like, ooh, hey, Sierra's on, and I get to go see like, uh show some sneak peeks to some people out there. All right, something I haven't even shown yet in between all my talking here. So, oh, whatever, whatever there. First of all, I gotta do stuff this evening, and besides, I'm getting hungry, and I need to return a call. I definitely need to return a call. I keep forgetting. It's like quarter to the top of the hour right now. I'm pretty yeah, and I need to do something at the top of the hour. I didn't think I would go this long. But here I am. 3 hours later, and still going. It's because of both Ozlider and the time preparing this channel. I decided to go longer. I'm like, oh, okay. You don't have to bet my hand anymore. I give in. I'll go for another 20. Right. Wow. It's all good, T2. It's all good. It's all good. You know. I figure I can give you guys an extra little bit of time with me, since you guys are giving some of your time with me. Did I just say that twice, but meant two different things? But yeah. Well, you know what I mean. Yeah. Okay. Now, hopefully, my nice outro that I have will actually play and not repeat itself in the first second every time, like it's been doing. All right. Oh, I forgot when. Oh, I forgot when I set that time. Then look at the clock or the timer. Maybe another. Nah, let's say 2 minutes. Give or take. Give or take 2 minutes. I guess I won't need to plug in my phone, because I ain't done go that much longer. I do appreciate you all dropping in and keeping me company for a little bit of time. See, I was going to show one more thing, but I decided I'll leave that for another time. Another video, another live stream, or another panel talk. Gotta keep you guys interested enough, but not spoil everything. Too many spoilers, right? I don't want to add too many spoilers in this. I need something for those other videos and live streams. Right. I think this is why I haven't shown a lot of stuff lately. It's because I'm trying to show just enough of it. Keep you guys and gals entertained and focused here. Really? Yeah, I need a lot more than you think. I need a lot more than you think. So, um, just saying, I could use a lot more than you think. Just saying, I don't want to. I don't want to make that a central thing here or a thing, but you know what I mean. T- really, TD? Are you trying to like persuade here? You guys are just because Muscal said that. Now you guys are like, oh yeah, let's encourage that. Sierra likes those that kind of word because it's got Sierra in it. I'm like, and you guys are just working those. Now you just are just putting that recurrent that I'm trying to pick up a CR word that has that. You're trying to persuade me. All right. So who? Let's see. Which one should I put in? No, I won't put that one. I really gotta check these outros that I have in intros. All right, everyone. Wait. There's one. Okay, I'll try to concentrate on it. Okay. Just because it's got CR in it. Because I need to do other things too. Actually. But I do appreciate everyone dropping by on this live stream with me. And all these wonderful channels, wonderful people. Yes, let's remember the people behind these channels. I can't see our company gave some encouraging feedback, some constructive feedback, and I left something funny every so often to make it more exciting. And you shall see more of those the next time or the next video. See how I cracked that pun in there just for you, Muscal. Okay. Anyways, everyone. Uh, okay. I get it. Now I know why it's so hard to like leave a live stream. I can't even leave my own because people keep talking. I'm like, I want to stay a little bit longer, but what? Seriously, I need to go here because I need to return a call. So, like always, everyone, as our world changes, we will adapt to our skill and knowledge can get. See, it's not showing me it. Get better too. You can't help everyone out there, but you can help someone out there. Let me try this other one. I'll try the other one. See if it works. Yeah, there we go. I just made that one, by the way. Anyways, take care, everyone. Thanks for dropping in on this live stream. Message me if you want to get a hold of me, and take care, people. It's peace out from the one known as CR. Bye, everyone. Yes, I'm hungry.